Check. Check. All right. Check, 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 check. Welcome to the at chat. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. Checkmate. Nice. Great. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Hey, Psychotic. What's up, Stuart? Hey, Mr. Starlight. Yo, what's up, Emil? You were the second person on planet Earth I know that's named Emil. The other guy's the actual person who got me my first job in video production. Really fun dude. What's up, Shadow Shade? So yeah, this is my first chat, my first live stream. It's pretty cool. I decided to make this very clever background. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? I hope a lot of people get really turned up by that Kathleen Kennedy image. It'd be great. So what are y'all doing at, let's see, it's 5 o'clock my time in the United States. I'm in Massachusetts. What are y'all up to? Psychotic. That's funny. I'm not sure, Emil, if are you specifically talking about the new news about Alphabet Squadron? Because I am actually just reading about that now. Hey, what's up, John? Nice to see you here, dude. Oh, nice, Stuart. Well, I'm glad that I went a little earlier then, because I got to make sure I get the UK folks down in here. Oh yeah, I got to figure out how to do this. Let me figure out how to make you moderator, bud. 1 second. Actually, let me do this to a couple of you guys that I know have been here since the beginning. John, that's so cool that your channel's blowing up, man. You just went from like 400 to 720 subs. That is bonkers. That's so cool, dude. I hope that me, you, and Everything Star Wars gets to do another live stream soon. That was a really fun time. I wonder how many people can actually hear my basement just rumbling right now. Yeah, dude, 400 subs is nuts. So yeah, the Alphabet Squadron thing, I've seen the artwork so far. It looks pretty good. I know nothing about the actual context of the stories. The only thing really on my radar in terms of upcoming books, it sounds like the dryer going off. So where I'm sitting right now, in my little AT-AT layer. So to my left, I have a working 50s pinball machine. You're getting echo? Shit. No. Well, hopefully the echo isn't too bad, if that's what's going on. I was noticing that earlier in my tests. But anyways, yeah, all the noise that you're hearing is... I'm sort of trying to build a room so that way I can isolate the AT-AT chat lounge here. And you guys won't have to listen to nonsense as, the heater turns on. It's going to be Thomas Johnson. I am a shill, and I'm also 100% boy. I hope you know that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little layer down here. It's too bad I can't get you all to come hang out sometime. Well, that's why I put it there, Psychotic. I wanted to make sure, Kathleen Kennedy was specifically targeting us in men. Oh yeah, dude, Stuart, I drank so much soy milk today, it was unbelievable. My estrogen levels are through the roof. It's just pretty wild, I mean, I feel like a whole new boy. I'm just seeing Thomas's chat. So life is going good, dude. Yeah. Right now my wife's upstairs with the little guy Thomas. That's actually his name. My little son, and he's been a handful today. Actually, we were supposed to go in for surgery yesterday, and things got screwed up. Unfortunately, we have to reschedule all of that stuff. Yes, Stuart, you're a mod, buddy. You're part of the OG crew here. So you're gonna be a mod for life. And then if I get a Discord server, who knows? Sky's the limit. Yeah, nothing crazy, Psychotic. No crazy surgery. Just to enhance his manhood a little bit, if you know what I'm getting at. I don't want the stream demonetized. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not monetized. But yeah, so we have to reschedule that because things weren't working out. But overall, yeah, it's been good. It's been really cold up here though. But yeah, we're supposed to get 1.5 feet of snow tomorrow. So I've been fixing my my plow, or I'm sorry, my little snowblower. It's like a Fisher Price snowblower. And just getting ready, and I've been watching Star Wars on and off all day today, just kind of thinking about my next script, and also working on a little skit, which I ran a poll for, which is going to be about Mike Zero, but it'll be tasteful, it's going to be Daddy Darth Vader watching a little Mike Zero action. It should be pretty funny. But yeah, life's good. What about you, Tom? What's going on? What's going on in your life, dude? I want to hear about you guys. Don't worry, Mr. Starlight. I will not give my kid to my uncle. Although my brother-in-law, Chris, he does look like Thor, so that would be kind of awesome. Yo, what's up, Henry, dude? Nice to see you here. This is cool. Like, 13 people are watching. This is more than I expected, to be frank. Oh, is this stream still going? Are we still good? I just got a weird flash on my computer. Everything's good. So yeah, I'm trying to think of my uncle looks like Sean Connery from The Hunt for Red October. That is an excellent look to have. If I could honestly be any more manly than Sean Connery, I think it'd be a sin. So let me read this. I'm reading a Tumblr post about how Amidala is part of Anakin's fall, but romance is not the central focus of the prequels. Interesting. I've always felt like, and this is I'm probably gonna say your name wrong. Is it Ellie Bay? I feel like romance isn't exactly the theme of the prequels, but more like that possessive love that turns violent. And, you know, in the circumstances of Star Wars, that's how Anakin treated Padme at the end, you know. Oh, B. Okay, L-E-B. But yeah, I feel like it's hard to say. I definitely don't think romance was necessarily the focus. It was just how he was so possessive. Hey, what's up, what's up, Star Wars Refuge? I can't even speak. Nice to see you. I'm so behind on my what's it called? Resistance episodes. I tried to watch it this morning with Thomas. Like he was just like kind of sitting on me like a potato. And I was like, all right, I'll just start watching it right now. And lo and behold, the second I start watching it, he starts squirming around. And I have to get up and jump around. What happened? Yo, I'm one sub from 666. Nice. I was just thinking about that. Order 666. Yo, what's up, Lou? Mike Zero, I avoid at all costs. You know what's funny about him? I gotta be frank. Like I used to watch him all the time. Like I think I've said that on here. He used to be in my Legends of the Force channel subscribers right hand side. I did take him off because after a while I was just like, man, this kid's videos are causing a lot of drama. But yeah. I still watch his stuff every now and then just for the hell of it, because why not? It's funny, and also I have to for the skit that I'm making, and hopefully you all laugh, or nobody will watch, and I'll get YouTube shame. I'm looking at, how do I even say the name? Actielago? I feel like Mike's probably a great person. He's just having fun with YouTube, doing what he does. I feel like no ill feelings towards him or anything. And he doesn't stir the pot either, which is pretty good. So I don't know. As long as he doesn't stir the pot, in my opinion, doesn't seem like a bad guy. I actually read the first thing that you said, like, is Mike... Wait, no, you did write that. Is Mike Zero actually a person? I'm not sure. He might act... Yeah, you know what? He's actually... I love this. I try to be noticed by Hello Greedo, but it's hard. Oh, well, yeah, it makes sense. He has like 100 and whatever people watching his streams. And whenever he's going, he's like barely... He's half playing the game, half paying attention to the stream, so... You know, I doubt I could even freaking play a game right now trying to live stream. Let me just run through a couple of these. Mike Zero is more accurate than a dictionary. That's hilarious. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Nice to see you here, dude. Let me see this. So this is from Mark Zuckerberg. You just subbed to me a couple days ago, dude. Can you maybe tell us what you think of every Star Wars film? Wow. Let's see. Can I do that? Yes. Can I do that effectively? Potentially. Let's see. I'm just going to start. Everybody knows what I think about The Last Jedi. I love it. It's a good movie. It's not perfect. And unfortunately, I didn't think the world's first doomsday event would be a movie, but here we are. We survived. Nobody was burned to death. But half of the fandom apparently seems to think so. But that's okay. But what's cool is, like, you know, we're all kind of talking about it now. Like, we got John Matrix in the chat here, who's not into the movie, but who's super fun to talk with everybody, right? And, like, we have all these fans now just having conversations that are on different sides of the aisle. So this movie has caused a thing, which is negative and positive, sort of. But yeah, like The Force Awakens, that movie kicked ass. The second I went into that movie theater, I had so much anxiety. I was so lucky that I went to go see it when I did at 10 a.m. the day it came out. I was in a theater in Boston, one of the biggest theaters in Boston, alone. Like, it was just me and my buddy Rob in the middle of the theater watching The Force Awakens. And it was just like, dude, we saw Kylo Ren walk out of his shuttle. We could, like, feel the thuds of his footsteps. He stopped the blaster bolts. Or no, what did he do? He goes, "Look how old you become." Just like that. And I think me and Rob looked at each other. Hey, what's up, girls with sabers? So me and Rob looked at each other, and we were just like, dude, oh my God. It was probably the coolest thing I've experienced. Yeah, John Matrix, I love Rogue One too. I think I feel like I had that same feeling at the end of Rogue One that I had at the beginning of The Force Awakens, where, like, shudders went down my spine when, like, Darth Vader just revealed himself. It was nuts. Well, thanks for coming, Girls with Sabers. That's so awesome that you came, and it's time for us to do another podcast. I think we got some Narnia stuff to talk about potentially. Is that a spoiler? I hope I didn't just spoil something. But yeah, like, all the Disney era films I've liked a lot. I feel like the least good one, my English is terrible. The one that I think did the least for me, I guess, is Solo. But I feel like that's also painting a bad picture on Solo, because I actually really like it a lot, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot. People can like this stream. I don't even know what the hell to say. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. So I missed something from, what do I think of the Clone Wars? The TV series. The TV series is welcome. It's welcome. It's amazing. So I originally watched it. I didn't watch it when it first came out in 2008. I think it was like I was in college. No. I just graduated college, and then I started watching it because the aversion to watching it at first was I saw the film, and I was like, God dang it, this was terrible, and I just couldn't believe it. And then I just came around one day, just like, I think I was sick, and I just had I don't know what the hell channel it was on. I don't even remember. It was like 10 years ago, and I just binged watched so much Clone Wars, and then I realized, wow, this is actually fucking great. And then I pretty much just watched everything from then on, including the 2003 series. That was, I would say, arguably a little more crazy than the 2008 version of the Clone Wars. But yeah, did it retroactively make the prequel trilogy better for me? I would say yes. But I did very much enjoy my experiences of the prequel trilogy. I was 12 when I saw The Phantom Menace, so I was pretty close. Clone Wars was on Cartoon Network. Oh, okay. The Clone Wars is definitely better than Episode 2. Yeah, I would say the entirety of the Clone Wars, the show, is the this is gonna sound crazy. It might be like the best Star Wars stuff that exists in some regards, and I know that might sound blasphemous to a lot of people, but I mean, let's take a look at like the arc with the Night Sisters, or like Umbara, or if we're thinking about, you know, when freaking oh my god, I'm blanking right now. Well, anyways, you know what I'm saying. I think oh, did Eckhart just pop in? Yo, what's up, Eckhart? That's hilarious. What's up, dude? I just want to make sure that Kathleen stares at your soul. And everybody, I hope that you watch Eckhart, because that dude makes Star Wars way more interesting than it deserves to be. I'm not even kidding. Let me see. John Matrix. Yeah, I would say I'd agree, John. I think especially the last couple of seasons of the Clone Wars, it was straight up unbelievable. And I often think about how, like, I guess I always come back to Darkness on Umbara, and thinking about if those could have been live action episodes and how amazing it would have been, like the Vietnam of Star Wars. And as a fan of those, like, I love that they exist, but I just think it's I think it's one of those things that, like, I kind of wish some of these were like saved for the live action stuff coming out, but you know, whatever. I do think The Mandalorian is going to be neat and hopefully brutal as hell. So, oh yeah, you know, I have to say I've had a fond love renaissance with Attack of the Clones. I don't know what it is. The first act, when Jango, you know, is trying to assassinate Padme. I loved that whole first act of them going through like the underbelly of Coruscant. It's so fucking cool, and I don't know why it all of a sudden clicks for me now, but yeah, it's so entertaining to watch. Maybe it's like Cyberpunk finally caught up with what Lucas was trying to do in the beginning of that movie, because like now we got Blade Runner, Blade Runner 2049. We got like I don't know, just tons of weird like AI shows on what's it called? AI shows on Netflix and stuff like that. So I feel like he was a little ahead of the game when he made that first act in Attack of the Clones, and I will stand by this. I also think Attack of the Clones has the best score out of the entire trilogy. Hey, John, thanks for stepping in, dude. Thanks for checking it out. Oh, you're going to go see Glass? Dude, let me know how it is. I keep hearing so much mixed stuff. I hope it's good. Please be good. So I see people talking about Kathleen Kennedy. Hey, what's up, Branster? Yeah, Across the Stars is amazing. So let's talk about Kathleen Kennedy for a second. Because why not? She is a person who's been around for a long time. And if I'm honest, I think she's doing a great job. She just has a shitty marketing department. And that's the honest to God truth that I think. She's made some, you know, questionable choices with directors, and I think jumping the gun sometimes with wanting to push out content, whether that was pressure from above, I'm not sure. You know, Bob Iger did take the heat for the rushing of Solo, but either way, she has made so many amazing films and been a part of it. And when people are like, well, to be honest, executive producers, I just kind of tune my ears out, because I work in the industry, and executive producers are some of the most creative people I know. And they are the people... Yes, that's why I picked the picture. She's looking at our souls. It's like executive producers are integral to keeping the product like on schedule, on track, keeping it looking the right way, feeling the right way. Things are going in and out through their heads over and over again, trying to make sure things are going well and creative is staying good. So I don't know what all that nonsense is about EPs do nothing. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, the biggest bummer I would think that Lucasfilm has is just they have really weird marketing. I think the marketing in the 90-day trailer release schedule for Solo was a travesty. Yeah, I agree, Stuart. I think, like we all know, people on the platform here want to hate. And what are they going to do? If it's working for them, they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Hey, no worries, Brandster. I get it, dude. Can't wait to see your next upload. But yeah, the Star Wars Refuge, I am completely with you. The marketing for each, except for The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens had brilliant marketing. And that's also because we hadn't seen a Star Wars movie in 10 years. And they marketed it a year before the movie came out, right? So we got to build... Oh, by the way, sorry if you hear like little baby cries, because he's being fed right now, and he gets a little rambunctious at 5:23, which is my time right now. But yeah, like, TFA was great. The way they marketed it, very mysterious, no big reveals, nobody knew what the hell was going on. You get a little bit of an idea with the trailers. But then I felt like they did the Prometheus-style trailer with The Last Jedi. And, I'm sorry, I'm actually going ahead of myself. With Rogue One, I would say they jumped the gun a little bit with releasing trailers because, you see that first teaser that came out, and none of that footage is in the movie, and it's kind of just like, dang, like, what the heck happened? Hey, no worries, Psychotic. You got to do what you got to do. I can't wait to see some of that comic stuff. But yeah, I just feel like that while the trailers are good and all, I feel like The Last Jedi pulled the Prometheus on a lot of fans who are like, it was so dark and so epic and so like out of control. There was like, I remember when I first went to go see the movie, I was like, wow, I cannot believe how funny this is, like, or like how humorous it was, and it was just different. But I still love it. So, and then with Solo, everybody knows how just they had 2 main trailers, and then that was it. So, thank God the movie was good because the trailers were bad. So, I don't know. All right, let me look at a couple other questions here. So this is from Abigail. What do you think of what happened with Star Wars Theory? Well, here's what I think. I think most likely, I have no personal ties with Star Wars Theory. I don't even know him. I don't even know if he knows who I am. But I feel like what happened is he probably did have a discussion with Lucasfilm in order to get ability to make his fan film. But copyright law goes so deep, especially when it comes to music and who owns like what rights to what part of the music, what company owned it for this thing, that honestly, he probably just made a mistake, and everybody's all fired up right now, and the first thing you do is you point fingers at the most obvious thing you can think of, and that's Lucasfilm. But when you really take a step back and look at what's going on, yo, what's up, Mad Talk? Nice to see you here, dude. Did you change our... No, we can do another debate, dude. That'd be great. I actually did delete one of the videos that you mentioned that you wanted me just to kind of take down, so no worries. But yes. Oh, Emil, I'm telling you, Alden is not terrible. He's pretty good. Oh, actually, Mad Talk, that's funny that you said that. That's my exact favorite line, but it's specifically just like when he's like, but you are not a Jedi yet. Like, just the way he says yet is so menacing. But yeah, back to Star Wars Theory. I just feel like it got blown out of proportion. I feel like the right thing did end up happening, which is, Lucasfilm realizing that that Warner, whatever the hell, was claiming his video and making money off it. And at the end of the day, they did the right thing. They stopped the claim, and all is well. Unfortunately, what goes on YouTube is that everybody just kind of spins it, because whatever the hot topic is in Star Wars, whatever is trending, if you don't make a video on it, I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of what it is. And I wanted to step away, to be honestly, from that whole thing, because people actually got mad at me for my review for Star Wars Theory. And I felt, I was just being pretty honest with what I thought, and it's too bad. I think the guy's a lot of talent, and I'm actually really excited to see his next installment. So hopefully this doesn't stop him from wanting to do part 2. And, who knows? Oh, he did blame Disney. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I just don't appreciate. I don't approve of the way it all went about, to be honest. Oh no, yeah, Emil, I agree. Alden isn't Harrison Ford at all. I think it's impossible, because I I think Han Solo is so intertwined with Harrison Ford. Yeah, I guess I can understand Cat Universe. I mean, in some regards, like, we all like different things about fan films. For me, that one didn't hit me the right way. But then I see Odyssey or like Bucketheads. And for some reason, the more grounded in reality stuff is the stuff I like the most. And I don't know. I just don't know. That's just what makes me enjoy it. Yo, peace out, Mad Talk. Thanks for popping in, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Disney was listed on the claim. Yeah, I did see Disney at the bottom of the Werner thing, I believe. Hey, what's up, Everett? I think I'm seeing a bunch of stuff about Alden right now. So here's like what I think about Alden. The reason I think he did a great job as a young Han Solo is specifically because he did not pretend to be Harrison Ford. In that, I know everybody was like, get that Imbruglia guy or whatever his name was. And, sure, he looks exactly like Harrison Ford. But I don't know if that means that he's going to be a good Han Solo, like, just because he looks and can pretend to be somebody. I think it was a pretty smart idea to take a risk with somebody that, like, literally doesn't really look like Harrison Ford. And I believe Harrison Ford's note to Alden was, hey, make this your own thing, which is pretty cool. But either way, like, if we never got a Solo, I don't know if I would care or not care, I guess. It just exists, and I'm happy that it does, but it, whatever. Why was Kathleen Kennedy put in charge? Honest question. Well, the quick question is George Lucas chose her to be in charge. That's really it. So I don't know. I mean, that's really all that they do. And George Lucas's big plan was, honestly, since the get-go of creating Star Tours, was to have Disney acquire Lucasfilm, because his biggest dream was to have Star Wars Land, and this was thought about way back in 1983. But also George Lucas says 10,000 different things that sort of like negate some other things that he said. Like he I don't know how to put this. Like, he says he has a sequel trilogy. He never had a sequel trilogy. There was never anything after 7. He's had treatments for stuff after 7. You know what I mean? Like, depending on what mood you catch George Lucas in an interview, you're going to get something completely different than what he might have said. But I do think the ultimate goal for Lucas was Disney acquiring his franchise, because, he's a businessman. Stuart, is that the sort of like symbiotic midichlorian sort of like wills in the bloodstream thing, because I actually thought that was pretty cool. But it kind of was, it was a little weird thinking about, what's it called? It was a little weird thinking that like the guardian, or that the wills would be like tiny microscopic beings. I guess after seeing the Clone Wars and, you know, seeing Yoda meet with the priestesses or whatever, it seems like they would be like bigger beings or something. Unless I misinterpreted that episode with Yoda when he learned about becoming one with the Force. Let's see. If this is from Abigail. What is your take about what Adam Driver said the other day? Basically shutting down all those rumors that the ST... Oh, yeah, I mean, from this... From the second I heard about the sequel trilogy and JJ and everybody being involved, the Kasdans, etc., like, and knowing that George Lucas was part of story development in 2014, I mean, a lot of what we see in The Last Jedi is a lot of art concepts to put the screen that George signed off on. But I definitely think it's pretty clear to me that there's a plan. And I love how cagey Adam Driver is, which is, you know, it's perfect. That's who he is. But yeah, I feel like people don't really understand the... Rian Johnson wrote this script in 2014, or I'm sorry, started writing The Last Jedi in 2014, and The Force Awakens hadn't released in theaters yet. But like, to believe that Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams aren't in cahoots with one another is like ridiculous. They are clearly working together. But yeah, I think I've always felt like this is the inverse, you know, Luke Anakin arc, where like we're starting off on the dark side, we're going to end up somewhere in the light. And I also like I dropped in the video I dropped the other day, or I'm sorry, was it yesterday? I don't even know. See you later. See you, Matt. Thanks for stopping by, dude. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like whatever's going on with the sequel trilogy, I just feel like it's planned out. Either way, I feel like even though Colin Trevorrow's gone, whatever was mostly going to happen has been mapped out. It's just sort of how the getting there is gonna happen. Hey, what's up, Real Farm Boy? Nice to see you here. We finally meet in a chat. Guys, what if J.J. Abrams is a Sith Lord? What if Michael Bay is a Sith Lord? Hold on, I gotta cough for a second, guys. Sorry. Nice. Yeah, I don't think... What if I am a Sith Lord? What if we are Sith Lords? Yeah, yeah, psychotic. So that's the sound of like all the heat right now is turning on. I gotta figure out how to get a noise gate for my basement. Sorry for all the loud sounds. I think Michael Bay directing a Star Wars movie would be the most hilarious thing ever to happen. I would require it to be 9 hours long, and it could only be battles. That's it. That's all I want. What are my thoughts on Episode 9 boycotts? To be honest, I think it's... If people want to boycott the movie because of how they felt about 1 out of 3, okay. I mean, go for it, I guess. But I just have a little bit of that BS meter going off when people are like, I'm not interested anymore. I don't know. I feel like people are still going to go check it out, and they're going to go, yep, this didn't work for me, or yeah, this worked for me. I still don't like the middle one, or I still like the middle one. I don't know if anybody is going to change their opinion on The Last Jedi anytime soon, but I just feel like boycotting a film because of a lot of bad information and misinformation just, well, it's very American, so I don't know. Maybe it's really normal that people are thinking of doing this. I don't know. Are you from the U.S.? Yes, I am from the U.S. Oh yeah, I've no doubt that 9/10 of those people are going to be there on December 20th. And, you know, unfortunately, they're probably going to parrot the same BS and be upset. Who knows? Let's see. Mel Gibson should play Ray's dad. Yes. Oh my god. Only if he has half his face painted blue. Do I wish Ray did build a unique lightsaber? Actually, I do. But then again, like, I guess we're not exactly sure what the heck's going on in 9. Like, it sounds like they're keeping the Skywalker lightsaber in her possession. But I don't know. It would seem nice to know that she knows how to make one, I guess. But then again, this might not be the final stories of Rey, as sort of Kathleen alluded to a while back. Yeah, I definitely agree. The double-edged lightsaber blade would be pretty cool. Stuart, I completely agree. He's actually like a way better music video director, because that's kind of his style. Execute Order 666. Well, I'm gonna say this name wrong. Nason? Is that how you say it? I think I feel like we're looking at Rey, or a lot of people are looking at Rey the way they looked at Luke, expecting it to be sort of like her own coming of age through the Force. But like, for me, it doesn't really seem to be the point of this trilogy. Like, we all as fans know about the Force and what happens, and like how to acquire it. But it seems more like the Force itself, the cosmic and living Force, whatever we want to call it these days, sort of just like decided upon itself that like it will awaken in this vessel. And I just feel like, I mean, I have to see what goes on in 9, but I just feel like, besides a couple weird story beats in The Force Awakens in The Last Jedi, I do feel like everything that she has gone through has been warranted and earned. But it's just a completely different sequence of events than Luke. Luke went to go reunite with his family, or like sort of find his sister and find his father. You know, that's sort of the end result of the old trilogy. But in this one, it's not really about that. It's about being independent and trying to not just rely on somebody's validation and approval. And I think that's actually the main issue with Kylo Ren and Rey. What's that? Star Wars Refuge says, I generally hope there is a 10 in the works, and the end of 9 is, hey, December 2021. That would be pretty funny. I got so worried when they said 9 might be split into 2 parts, because I was like, I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting. But who knows? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Everin, that like, for a lot of things that aren't working for fans right now, you never know what the third film could do. Look at what Revenge of the Sith did for the prequel trilogy. And that is arguably, I would say, more than half of the fandom's favorite film. Hey, what's up, 501st? Man, I am super far behind on my comics. I just finished One Age of Republic a couple of weeks ago. I finished, what do I have? Hold on. I need to turn around, everybody. All my comics are right behind me. What do I got? Well, this isn't all of them. Right now, I am reading Darth Vader, issue 1, like one of the thick books. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh yeah, I found a Return of the Jedi storybook from 1984 the other day, so I bought that. Throw that on the ground. Let's see, what the hell am I reading? Yeah, pretty much just Age of Republics and Darth Vader right now. And I got to get my hands on the newest Age of Republics because I just got a gift card to Harrison's Comics in Salem. Oh yeah, Starlight, I agree. Like they are really expensive now. That's why a lot of times I usually sorry, I just burped. I usually will go on to like readcomicsonline.org and I'll read them there. And if I really like it, I'll buy it. Just because like I think now it's like $5 a comic or something like that. It used to be like $1.99. But it's ridiculous. Yeah, Thomas, I think Rey and Kylo and Luke are like just the obvious analogs to the Mortis gods. And I do remember that Rian Johnson said that he talked with Dave Filoni about like, hey, how far should I go with, the Force? Or like, what is the boundary? Where can I go? And Dave Filoni, I think, said to Rian Johnson, just watch the Arc of Mortis. That's as crazy as we got. Really spiritual, really out there stuff. And it seems like to me that even the artwork of Luke, Kylo, and Rey, it all seems to reflect the art imagery of the Mortis gods. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why she's so powerful. But yeah. Hey, take it easy, Psychotic. Thanks for coming to stream number 1. You are our mod god. See you later, Stuart. Oh, I didn't answer your question. I've been married for almost a year now. In 1 week, I will be celebrating my 1 year. It's going to be crazy. But hopefully we can get my mom or somebody to, or my mom or dad to babysit, and we can go have a nice night. Who knows? But yeah, see you, Abigail. Yeah, I actually have to start signing off soon myself. But hey, if you guys had a good time here, I'm going to start doing this on the reg. It seems like, thanks for, oh yeah, no problem, dude. I try to answer as many questions as I can. Luckily, only 23 people are here. Yeah, actually, my dad did introduce me to Star Wars. My mom, not really into it. My wife, not really into it. But she does love Solo. Solo was her favorite Star Wars movie so far, which is funny to me. But that proves to me she has great taste in music. So, what's my favorite Star Wars character in the new trilogy? I feel like it's a hard Kylo Ren. I feel like Kylo Ren is one of the most interesting things that I've seen in Star Wars. Like, and I guess it's kind of weird because he's an abandoned, neglected child. Like, like, not to get really dark and insensitive for anybody that's ever known anybody that's gone through stuff like this or anything like that, but he kind of reminds me of like a school shooter that like is unhinged and you need to keep your watchful eye on him. And even the Last Jedi novelization sort of talks about him in that way when he reflects on his parents talking about him behind closed doors. And it's like, it's kind of like that movie We Need to Talk About Kevin, but it's like we need to talk about Kylo. Now Kylo has a freaking sword made of light and he's murdering people. So yeah, I don't know. He's just so compelling, but then at the same time, he's so emotionally vulnerable that I just also want him to feel okay as I'm watching the movies. I'm like, oh, like something good happened to this guy. I don't know. But then he just, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be so weird seeing what the hell happens to him in 9 because part of me wants to see him have this sort of redemption. And then part of me wants him back in the helmet being a goddamn badass with the detuned voice just going insane. Yo, what's up? Yo, thanks, The Real Comic Stacks. I'll definitely try to stop by for the stream tomorrow. That'd be awesome. But yeah, Kylo is just so interesting to me. And I also have his replica helmet to my right here. Maybe someday when I go live with my face, I'll wear that and pretend to be Kylo. Who knows? Mortis. Yep. Mortis deserves way more exclamation points. But alright, guys. Unfortunately, I got to wrap up stream number 1. This has been awesome. And I just want to see if I can run down the list of who's still here. We got... I think Abigail actually left and Stuart did. But we do have Shadow V, Rural Farm Boy, who is one of my pals on the twits. We got Thomas, Mr. Starlight. We have the Real Comic Stacks who just signed out. Star Wars Refuge, Stephanie Boudreau. I hope I said that right. Alex. And then Vince BT, Thomas, Mr. Starlight. I already said that. So yeah. I hope you guys had a good time listening to me jibber jabber. And I know we didn't really necessarily talk about any specific thing. But yeah, if you guys want to, I guess in the community tabs or whatever, want to leave me any sort of questions you would want me to answer in terms of Star Wars. I'm trying to get more, interested in what my community likes. And I also want to make sure I'm still making funny stuff for you guys too, because I know that y'all like Bantha Puda Inc., and that's one of my favorite things to do, so I got a few more of those coming out as well. But yeah, I can't wait to do this again. This has been super awesome. And other than that, I gotta say, the AT-AT Chat is signing off. See you guys.